at that moment, it felt so much more important for me, having been with Swamiji for a few years. My understanding was like at that point where I have to drop these incompletions. There has to, if it's not now, when is it going to happen? I'm here for a superconscious breakthrough. I'm here for my enlightenment. But at some point, I have to jump. I know Swamiji is standing, at the bottom of this cliff, waiting to catch me, but I have to jump. If I don't jump, I'm never going to experience this. I really had that thing. And so when I was looking at my account, I just went, I have to do it. And like there was my head was going, no, you crazy woman, what are you doing? This is all your savings and you have bills and you have this. And my heart was just going, do it, just send it, just send the money. Wow. And I did. And I got, and the excitement that I felt afterwards, it was a space of such excitement and expansion. Honestly, wow. It was amazing. It literally felt like liberation. Literally felt finally.
Important point. I would just like to highlight that again for our viewers. The security that you are having, you were thinking, yes, you transferred the first step, you took the first step.
Yeah.
And transferred a certain amount, but you still felt that, this is still in a safe zone. Like, some have kept for my security. So I'm doing it till one safe zone. But moment, when the third is revealed and then you were like, yes, I have to take that step. And when you understood, hey, I'm trying to jump off the cliff because only when I jump off the cliff, I can go and land at Swamiji who's waiting to hold me. That is a very, very powerful cognition that you're having. And yes, understand every time we hold on to something, right? We are running our life. But when we just unclutch from it, when we drop it, divine comes and he takes care. And this is a beautiful story. Once Vishnu was sitting and, with Lakshmi, Lord Vishnu was sitting with Mahalakshmi, and all of a sudden he just got up and started running. Then he just stopped and he came back. Then Mahalakshmi was confused. She was like, oh Lord, what happened? You just got up and then you started running and then you came back. What's happening? Then he mentions that one of my favorite devotee was about to get hurt. And then a dog was about to come and bite him. So I ran to save him. But because he opened his eyes and threw a stone and protected himself, I came back. Understand every moment when we take the stone, meaning we hold on to our security, we are running our life. Otherwise, when we just let it go, he runs our life. And that is the best thing. That was really, really the wonderful decision that you made, Ma.
It was so beautiful, Ma. But the thing was, we all think that, for me, for many years, ever since I was young, we kind of sit in this, what we call, we say, oh, this is comfortable. I'm comfortable knowing I'm running my life. I'm in control. But it's never comfortable. It's actually a discomfort zone because we're always going through these ups and downs and worries and fears and anxieties. And that was the cycle I wanted to break from. I was sick of that. I'd even wrote to Swamiji, a note, in the prayer to Swamiji to be blessed. I said, I'm sick of all of this. I'm done with this, Swamiji. I can't be it's so uncomfortable. It's not comfortable. It's not a comfort zone. I want to get out. I want my superconscious breakthrough. I want that space of Paramashanta Swarupa. I want that. I want to be in that space where I just always radiate that bliss and that calm and that peace, knowing I am Paramashiva. And that is such an important space that it was more for me at that point when I gave the money. It was about finally dropping a pattern and saying, you know what, Swamiji, I trust you with my whole being. I trust my whole life to you. I surrender to you because you know me much better than I know me. You're running the whole universe. You can easily run my life much better than I'm doing, So, and it was that liberation, that feeling, it literally, when Swamiji talks about the 5 actions of Paramashiva, the liberating you from, your karmas. And I'm thinking that's what liberation feels like. It literally feels like there's an enormous relief, like this huge weight is being lifted off of you because you're not having to carry it anymore. Someone else, much stronger is carrying that for you, you know? So it was just an amazing space. And since then, you know, since I did that, I just feel like I've been like, but the weird thing is that even though my bank account's like empty now, nearly pretty much empty, I feel like I am the wealthiest person on the planet. I feel I am already what Devi said, I'm already a karta. So I just trust that it's going to happen when it's meant to happen. And it can happen now only, but if there's anything else that I need to do, I will do it. If there's anything else, but for me, the biggest gain I got from this whole experience is this powerfulness and this trust, this love, this connection with Swamiji, this absolutely, you know what, just you take care of it. I will do, if I have to do something, I will do it, but I'll let you show me what I have to do. You tell me, you show me, you guide me, you know? And it's just, yeah.
To handle huge wealth, your inner space needs to be ready.
Yeah.
And now with this step that you have taken, he has made that possible. And thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, I literally feel like he's guiding me now on a daily basis, step by step, doing exactly what you're saying, Ma, that he is preparing me. I feel like when I said to him, Swamiji, what's the next step? He made sure it happened. It wasn't a coincidence I got a call from my Kailasa. It wasn't a coincidence that on the spot I had to make a decision. It was the right moment. It was jump or, you know, there was going to be no change in my life. And the other big click that I just very quickly want to share, because I've been, you know, there's been so many clicks coming since then, you know, and I realized, you know what, it's like we are living in times at the moment which, you know, reflect our collective consciousness, right? This is what the state of the planet is just reflecting what all of us, our consciousness is. And Swamiji, it's his responsibility to enlighten us, but we also have a responsibility to raise ourselves, because if we don't, then we are actually going to be part of the problem instead of part of the solution. You know, it's really important. We take that responsibility. Yeah.
Yes, and that decision and that jump you have taken, see, that is most important, because there's a choice. There's always a choice of considering all logical possibilities, all logical limitations that can happen, all logical risks that can happen. And that can be completely convincing for you to, you know, turn yourself off from that breakthrough and not wanting to jump in that. But actually, just the decision that you took itself, just the space, as you're talking, your experience is so honest, and we can just clearly feel it. Like Swamiji will tell, even just the decision that a person can take, just by listening to that, so many people will get inspired and enriched. Actually, Ma, just as you were sharing, there are so many people in the comments who are posting, it is awesome. So many people who are experiencing inspiration. Like Ma Divyananda is commenting, absolutely, Swamiji is everything and beyond. So many people are commenting how inspiring it is, because it is so true. The decision you took, and you took it at absolutely the right time, the right, when the doors opened, you just jumped in. So and that is the thing, Ma. So that's really wonderful. Thank you so much.
Swamiji is such a blessing. You know, let's just always pray we never take him for granted, because really it's just been the most, you literally feel when you look at Swamiji, this is why I'm here. This is the purpose of my life. You know, this is what I came for. You know, enlightenment's not just a word, you know, it's such a big thing that, you know, it's the purpose why we came, why we took this birth, why we keep taking births, you know, is eventually we have. So, and it's like Swamiji said, if it's not now, when? You might as well. That's where we're all going to end up. We're all going to end up for our enlightenment. So I'm choosing to have it now. I'm not waiting, you know. That's it.
I have one last question. Sorry, I just have one. Be it like just before you, my child